going to get cheaper. Bad news, we ain't going to have no money to pay him anyways. But, you know, it's like what's going on out there. There's a lot of wild stuff, and, you know, like a lot of people lost. The good news is when you don't got much money, you can survive on little money. You know what I mean? Like people we used to have, and I feel real bad. A lot of these people have big jobs and they're getting laid off and stuff. And like I've been unemployed forever. I've been going to college, so like you know, like I'm okay. You know, I feel kind of bad for them. You know what I mean? And like kind of reverse the apology. You know what I mean? I seen this thing one time. It showed like these two hippies and they're leaning against a tree, and this guy goes by with a golf cart, and one hippie says, the other says, "But for the grace of God, go I." And like, I can identify with that. You know what I mean? I saw this picture in the paper in the real estate section, a good-sized picture. This guy is standing in front of these great big gray and white trimmed condos. Well, he's standing in front of these great big town condos, all moist-eyed and sad for his face, because there ain't nobody buying these condos because we're all gone broke. Hometown village, they call it. Well, it used to be a hometown already. At least part of it, as humble as it were, because that was the part of town I was from. And sure, folks talked about moving up and moving away someday, but we always dreamt it would be there to go back to. And then they tore it to the ground and trucked it up and trashed it away. I remember the big push during the beginning of the big boom. First old moist just buys up what's for sale, and his cronies start pushing downtown with new zoning laws. Trying to hard squeezing the son of a bitch, is how he says. I remember some of the floors in the back of the shanties with still dirt floors. But God, we loved about them. We loved and bitched about them, but they was home. And kids chased snakes and watched birds fly and stole grapes in the old Italian grapes harbor. And old women that safely hung tattered rags and coils of rotted clotheslines that were familiar. And old men drank beer and worked and cursed at old rusty cars where the women sat and talked on porches and the children ran amongst unkept yards. And at night, they would settle in little brown painted shingled houses with unscreened porches, and skeletal unused outhouses would slip into darkness as the little house lights would flicker on one by one. Well, and the little beer-drinking men would pad their way to bed across uncarpeted floors. Well, old moist eyes would sit downtown and boardroom and curse his fist on the table and curse, "Such squalor's gotta go." The little house at the end of the road, who didn't have any running water and still used its outhouse hidden behind a fence, that was the first to go. I'll never forget the little old man or the little old lady when they took their possessions away. They cried, and they cried, and they cried. And who bought the old barn, I'll never know, where we all smoked our first cigarette, drank our first beer, and made our first love. It was there one day, just a memory of the next. The three-decker, that was the weak chink in the wall. Old Moist Eye's money bought the deed, but we never saw his face around the old hometown. He was probably too busy out scourging the gates of hell for new tenants, because each tenement was worse than the last. Now doors had to be locked, nothing to be left in cars. Kids couldn't walk alone. Maybe Moist Eye's kin. One by one, the neighborhood fell. Little old ladies taken away to homes, and little old men, money run out, bought and buried for taxes. The tenements trucked up and trashed away. Men followed work away like a cat follows a cow's tail if he wants milk. And one day it was all still, and the only sound was the dozes of diesel idle. And soon a death blow to a dying shell and just trucked the corpse away. I remember once a carnival down by the bay, the first wheels, great yellow wheel and white, and the echoes, the carousel, and cotton candy, and it seemed like a whole world of business on our empty lot. And now that bay obscured us up the balconies of the condos, and now old Moist Eye stands in front of those empty condo complex, and the world going broke, going busty, crying, "These buildings deserve better than this." And I shake my head and I say, "Nah, it's just karma. They're just gravestones." I want to read it quick. These are like letters to nowhere. And this is like, I noticed that they're laying off 400 people, like, you know, like court workers in the state of Massachusetts, and yet everybody that's going in is Walls County just got a $10,000 raise. And, dear Senator Squirtle, I am writing this note to let you know that I am not a dangerous subversive. So could you please remove the tap from my phone? The CIA agent followed me, and the FBI agent watched me from a peephole in my shower. If you cannot remove these at present, please advise people operator to stop paying them. I repeat, I am not a danger subversive. When I wrote you in the past, I was merely making a suggestion. I read that your tentative bill to place a sales tax on free church dinners and a tax on kitchen meals to raise badly needed funds. So my suggestion of putting a meal tax on your $1,000 plate campaign fundraising dinners, I didn't think was out of line. My mistake. Who am I to meddle with free government? So very red-faced, I most sincerely apologize. P.S. My Uncle Radcliffe would like to thank you for your supporting and raising the minimum wage, whereas saving his money to buy new dentures. He was also glad to hear about your muchly needed and deserved raise, and would like to know if you'd like to stop over the house for a few beers to celebrate. Yours. This is a biker poem. It's like, because I'm a biker. I don't know if you noticed. Well, you know, like, I'll be honest, like, big, loud people that got long hair and change lives, and they make me nervous. You know, it's like bears that see each other. I don't think bears do too good with each other. But this is a biker poem. I come to something like jump starting at the light. It's 3 in the morning. I'm standing in front of her door and I'm pounding on it, and she's opening. And I know she's going to be pissed because I'm a biker and sometimes I screw up. Like I went out for a few beers in January, and now it's half past July. And she ain't got to understand I got all tightened up with that Daytona thing in March, or that big scrub meet in May, or I got all hung up trying to come back from Laconia in June. Not to her, it's half past July, and she's going to be pissed. And here I am coming out of some high from somewhere, pounding on her door, and I sure wish I was someplace else, talking to somebody else, with somebody else. She opens the door, and she's all pissed and says, "What do you want?" Not how you been or where you been. You want happy. No, she questions me like a door salesman. What do I want? What do I want? I think, what do I want? What is this, a game show? What do I want? She taps her foot again and says, "What do you want?" What do I want? I says, "I want a 2-hour head start for the Canadian border. I want a tank full of gas. I want a roast beef sandwich with pickles. I want a new copy of the last Easy Rider rodeo video. What do I want? I want a Snickers bar, a book of matches, socks without holes, a clean t-shirt. What do I want? I want a quarter whip, a cup of coffee, an 800 number for something I actually friggin' buy. What do I want? I want a true attested copy of the Beatles press release. I want an autographed photograph picture of Bugs Bunny. I want a coat touch my heart and it won't rest. What do I want? I want dentistry without pain. I want tickets to My Fair Lady. I want to walk through a public park without stepping in dog shit. What do I want? I want the citizens to stop looking at me like I'm weird. I want the citizens to stop looking at each other like they're weird. I just want the citizens to stop looking weird. What do I want? I want cereal that don't get soggy in the bowl. I want glass wax that don't shrink. I want diplomatic immunity. What do I want? I want to find out the light in the refrigerator really goes up when you shut the door. What do I want? I said, what do I want? I wanted to see it. I said, I wanted to see it. She says, "You ain't coming in. You ain't coming in." I said, "You don't get it, dude. You don't get it. I want to see it. Now I have it." I said, and I step out into the night, because sometimes you get just what you want. From the last poem, this is for all the artists and all the poets and all the musicians. And I like to be a musician, but I'm not very, I can't understand that stuff. I'm not good. I'd like to be a singer, but I don't have a voice. And I'd love to be an artist, but nobody wants to buy pictures of stick people. You know, it's like, I can't get a job as an artist. But what I am is a poet. And this is for us all. What kind of poetry I want to write? I want to write fast poetry. I want to write quick poetry. I want to write speed poetry. I want to write machine gun poetry. What kind of poetry I want to write? I want to write jazz poetry. I want to write blues poetry. I want to write bebop poetry. I want to write rock and roll poetry. What kind of poetry I want to write? I want to write high-speed chase poetry. I want to write blue flame, dual exhaust poetry. I want to write V8 4-speed turbocharged poetry. What kind of poetry I want to write? I want to write running down the street naked screaming poetry. I want to write right and right left fighting yell the light poetry. I want to write smoking, burning, singeing, flame shooting poetry. I want to write rocket launching, engine blasting, pinning your seat, G-force poetry. What kind of poetry I want to write? I want to write high fireball shoot from the Roman candle poetry. I want to write hot spark shoot from electric wire poetry. I want to write land speed poetry so fast that you need a seatbelt to read it and a parachute to stop.